in the US. So people,
Yeah.
Americans, don't really eat natto. Okay,
Yeah, no,
that makes
not
sense.
really. Yeah. Yeah, I saw some of your videos too. They were great. It was
Oh,
interesting.
thank you so much. What's your goal for your YouTube channel? What's the purpose of your YouTube?
I mean, it has a few goals. One was just to be able to continue practicing and studying my Japanese. And then another one was just to be able to do some cultural exchange and still interact with Japanese people as my target audience. And then, another goal, maybe someday I can monetize it or something if and when I get enough subscribers and stuff. But or even if it's not that, then I can still gain knowledge and experience from having my own YouTube channel, and then maybe that can lead to something else in the future. But yeah,
I have almost the same goal. You can learn a lot of things by posting videos on YouTube, and you can learn something new. And I think one of the things you want to do is probably to increase the number of students as well.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, that
I
too,
think
yeah.
I think that's possible because viewers can see what kind of person you are. So some of them would be interested in you. So I think some of them will think that they want to take your lesson. So I think it's possible.
Yeah, thank you.
Actually, that's one of the things I would like to do as well by uploading videos to YouTube.
Oh,
The
yeah,
same
yeah,
reason.
it's a good approach. Yeah, absolutely.
I think your content is very interesting and very instructive. So I think you will get more subscribers in the future.
Ah, thank you.
It's very fun.
Yeah, I'm happy to hear that. Did you want to talk about anything specific today, or?
You used to live in Japan. I'm kind of interested in which city you like the best. I think I want to talk about the cultural differences between the US and Japan. I think that'd be fun. So
Yeah.
What's your opinion on the difference between Japan and the US?
Funny you say that. My most recent job interview with that company made me realize that, I don't know, I think that in the United States, people can be very professional, but I feel like there's still a lot of kind of maybe some cheerfulness and there are plenty of cheerful people in Japan as well. But the most recent interview that I had, the guy interviewing me was extremely serious.
Okay.
He was just, yeah. And during the interview, I was trying to kind of laugh and smile and show that I'm a friendly American and let's be, happy and I don't know.
I know what you're talking about.
The whole time, even though I was laughing and smiling a little bit here and there, he did not laugh or smile once. Not a single time. He was just complete business, no laugh, no smile, and he was very, very professional and very serious. Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I'm just thinking, most interviews that I've had with people in the United States, they're professional and they're serious, but they're still a little bit more lighthearted, and they'll laugh and smile with me and stuff during the interview. But I did not get any of that. So I wonder if that's sort of a cultural difference in general, right? I feel like maybe American people in general are a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more laid back, even in professional environments. And actually, I remember that too with when I was in Japan, we had a meeting. So I was with the ninja company, the Ninja Tai. But we were doing an online video presentation, live video presentation, and we were presenting some aspects of Japanese tourism in Aichi Prefecture to the American company. But it was funny because I think the Japanese people on our end, who were presenting, they were again, very serious and here's our presentation and here's this and this and this. And then when we saw the people from the American company presenting, they were professional, but I feel like it was much more laid back. And even they were a little bit later to the meeting, so I think that's another cultural difference too. Like when I was in Japan, everyone was always at work, like on time, and a lot of times earlier, like
Yes.
10, 20, 30 minutes early to work. And here in the United States, usually there are people who come into work like 5 minutes late, like every day.
Is it okay?
And yeah, like there are people, yeah, my bosses at work, like right now, like we have people coming into work, usually like 5 minutes late on average. And my bosses never like say anything. Like if they just, I feel like if it's not more than 5 minutes, it's like, okay, here, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes might be pushing it a little bit, but I feel like 5 minutes late to work doesn't get like addressed that much. It does, like,
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know, that in my experience, 5 minutes seems to be like kind of okay, but
I see.
in Japan, I don't think that's okay. I think in Japan, it's like you get to work on time.
Yeah, of course, it depends on the person, but in Japan, you will get told off if you are late for work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Honestly, that happened to me one time. I got to work 1 minute late. I was literally like, I walked in the door 1 minute late in Japan, and my coworker got really serious with me, and he was like, "Chikoku desu yo."
Yeah, I can imagine that.
He's like, you're late. Like, that's not okay. And to me, I was like, oh, like 1 minute late. Like,
Yeah, most people are punctual, so
Yeah.
some people do not allow other people show up later than the precise time. I mean,
Right. Exactly.
yeah. The funny thing is that Japanese people are very punctual, but they work overtime for some reason. Even if they work overtime, nobody cares. They work longer, but when it comes to starting time, they're very precise. They're
Very precise and
you know,
punctual.
yeah, punctual.
But not when ending. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
That is a good point.
I think that's weird.
That is weird.
Yeah, that's so weird. Yeah, I understand what you're talking about. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I think those are some of the big cultural differences that are on my mind lately, just in the work environment.
I think Japanese working environment sucks because people have to work overtime, but they don't get much money compared to the US. Now, one of the good things is that, so go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, yeah, like I feel like there's a lot of overtime work happening, but people don't actually get paid for their overtime work, or at least they don't get paid very much.
Have you ever heard of the word service残業? It's like working overtime without money.
Yeah, I hadn't heard that term specifically, but I knew what it meant when you said it. That makes sense. I think it's very common in Japan from what I've heard.
Yes, it's common.
Yeah.
Of course, it depends on the person or the work. I think it depends on the company, but I think it's a little more common compared to other countries, maybe.
Yeah, definitely more though than the U.S. Like in the U.S., companies wouldn't get away with that. Like people who work overtime make sure they get paid. But yeah. But anyways, it looks like we're out of time already. It went by.
Yeah, time is running out.
Yeah. Thank you. And same time next Tuesday is good?
Sure. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you, Taku. Have a good one.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Take care.